preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
Tonight it's a preseason matchup here in Week 3 between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at Week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out. Come on. Hey.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for Week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in Week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, that kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 30 yards there.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
19 tight.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. When you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-and-out. I went 3-and-out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds in. For a touchback.
Ready.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Johnson's got it complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
On second down, it's Walker.
Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to throw now on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Seahawks! From 17 yards out.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee. Start at the 25.
Alert!
They go play action here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route.
On the move past the 40.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's got his man on the out route.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb down to the 25. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very clear. They're in the end zone. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. He's got him in. Complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on third and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on fourth. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on second and goal, back even further. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, set. Hey, drop on switch.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come to half.
Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll look to throw here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now back to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
If this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen, here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb from 6 yards away. And the cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off of it. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And these guys, sir, they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up for the first and
he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you can earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Watson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason. But that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
To throw, Watson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So the victory here for Seattle.
And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't